So how do you change your camera angle on EAFC 24? So what you want to do with this one is go into the main menus. You will see here, go into the top left into settings. Once you are there, you'll have all of these. Go into your settings, into then customize controls, game settings. Once you're there, you'll see all of the ones on top. You want to go over to camera and you'll be able to see the different types. So we have single player, multiplayer, lock to player, clubs camera, and be a keeper camera. So realistically, if you are looking at changing your camera for most of FIFA, you want to be focusing on the single player and multiplayer. Personally, I go on co-op, but you can have classic, dynamic, end-to-end, pro, broadcast, legacy, tactical, EA Sports Game Can, tele broadcast and tele, and then back to co-op. I personally like a big field view, so that is why I go with co-op. If you wanted a slightly inner version, tele broadcast or tele's a good shout, but co-op is the furthest you can get away with it, and obviously all the other cameras are the same as well. I'd probably go with something like pro when it comes to be a keeper. Maybe you want to do that on your kind of pro clubs as well. If you don't want to necessarily see everybody, but you want to see your player, that's going to be a great one. If you want to add to that, you can use custom settings. So you have got your default, which would be just like this, but I personally go on custom. I go height on maximum of 20, zoom on maximum of 0, and then I'd normally go far side focus, which is a new one that you can basically be in the center. You go further to the left to 0, you'll come down on the pitch. If you go all the way to 20, you'll be further up to the right of the pitch. So I personally keep that in the middle, but I get the maximum amount of height and the maximum amount of zoom out. If you go all the way to 20 for zoom, that is the opposite effect of what you want. But that's how you change your camera. Let me know if this helps.